Welcome to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to another edition of Turkish Football Podcast. In this podcast, we'll talk about the excellent week for Turkish teams in the European competitions. I'll recap the week 9 for you in the Turkish Super League, and we'll preview the week 10. It's coming up today. As a matter of fact, on Friday, week 10 will start. So all that and more will be happening on this podcast. Remember, this is the only podcast talks about the Turkish Super League, not individual teams only. We talk about all the teams that represents Turkey in the European competitions, also all the teams in the Turkish Super League. So please, whatever you do, listen to us on your favorite app. Also tell your friends. Well, I want to start this podcast with congratulating and giving big kudos to those three teams this week. Did a fantastic, excellent job in the European competition. They deserve applaud. So congratulations to on Wednesday Galatasaray and Thursday Fenerbahçe and Samsunspor. They all three of them won their matches and they are looking pretty good in the standings in the Champions League and Europa League, also Conference League. Well, we'll go back to Wednesday because the Galatasaray is the only team that represents Turkey in the Champions League, and this match was something to see. And not only on the pitch, but the 12th man in the stands did a lot of good stuff. Whole 90 minutes, plus minutes, that 12th man on the stands never stopped. Then that was the most talked about in the foreign media about the Galatasaray fans giving hell to Bodo Glimt. So Galatasaray at home, after beating Liverpool, they beat Bodo Glimt 3-1. Osman, what could we say about him? That's why they pay a lot of money for this guy. And he scored 2 goals, and Yunus Akgün scored the 3rd goal for Galatasaray. Bodo Glimt played very tough against them, but I think Okan Buruk and his boys, for full 90 minutes and plus minutes, they fought against Bodo Glimt. Pretty young team, Bodo Glimt. And after winning their second match in the Champions League, they are in the 14th place with 6 points right now. And we could talk about a lot of players in this match. Pretty much all of them played great, fantastic match against Bodo Glimt. But Osman scoring a goal and getting the man of the match against Liverpool. And on Wednesday against Bodo Glimt, scored 2 goals and got the man of the match also. So far, Osman, with Galatasaray uniform, in 49 matches, he scored 42 goals and 8 assists. He made 8 assists. So that is a fantastic thing, and I keep saying that. That's one of the reasons why they have Sané and Osman and Icardi and other players that is good for to play in the Champions League. Let's hope that it will be the same thing. They will do the same thing in the remaining season in the Champions League. But congratulations to Galatasaray on Wednesday winning this match with a full house in front of their fans, 3-1. And Thursday, there was 2 matches. Fenerbahçe plays, who represents Turkey in the Europa League. They beat Stuttgart 1-0 with Kerem Aktürkoğlu's penalty kick goal, and big controversy about the Denmark referee in this match. He made some crucial mistakes for both sides, and Fenerbahçe played. First time I have seen Fenerbahçe fought this much until end of the match, even though it was low score. Fenerbahçe beating Stuttgart. You got to remember, Stuttgart is one of the tough teams from Germany. They are in the 4th place in the German league. So getting this 3 points, Fenerbahçe has also 6 points, and they are in the 14th place also in the Europa League. Things are looking good for them in the Europa League too. The last match of the night on Thursday, it happened in Samsun. Very late match. It started around, it ended like midnight in Turkey time, and Samsunspor beat Dinamo Kiev 3-0. Very good Samsunspor. They also fought like crazy until the end of the match. Samsunspor goals scored by Musaba, Manji, and Hoj. And Holz was a fantastic player. And pretty much all the players, especially the captain of Samsunspor, Zeki, played his heart out. And winning this match in Samsun 3-0, getting the 3 points now after this match. Samsunspor also has 6 points, and they are in the 4th place in the Conference League. That is a big accomplishment for a team that represents Turkey at first time in their history in the European competition. Congratulations to Samsunspor and the players. One thing that I saw in this match, maybe it's being a midweek match, the stands were not full. When you have a team that play in European competition, I think Samsunspor fans need to support their team better. So pretty much this was the thing in midweek. Excellent week for the Turkish teams, for Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and Samsunspor in the European competition. Again, congratulations to them. Also, on the midweek, we had, as I told you on my last podcast, there were postponed matches from third week, and Beşiktaş went to Konya, and they beat Konyaspor 2-0 with Tammy, Abraham, and Didi goal. And one thing that Beşiktaş changed the captains. Beşiktaş new captains are the first captain is Orkun Kökçü, and Didi will be the second captain. We're going to talk about Beşiktaş when we talk about the week 9, when we recap week 9, because I have a couple things to say about Beşiktaş. Another match, that postponed match played on Wednesday, it was in Rizespor and Başakşehir tied 0-0. So after these postponed matches played, everyone is at 9 matches already played going into week 10, and Galatasaray sits on top with 25 points. They scored 22 goals. They have not lost a match along with Fenerbahce. Those are the two teams hasn't lost a match yet in the Turkish Super League. Second place, Trabzonspor made a move. They moved up to second place. They have 20 points, and they're in the second place. They are front of Fenerbahce. Third place team is Fenerbahce with 19. Fourth place team, another team we're going to talk about, Gaziantep, making a big scene after they changed the coach. Burak Yilmaz came in and took this team with a 0 point in their last match, 7 matches. They've been winning and tying. They have not lost any matches. In 7 matches, they have 5 wins and 2 draws and 1. Actually, 2 draws. So that looks good for Gaziantep. And another team that is making waves, Göztepe is in 5th place, 16 points. Beşiktaş is in 6th place with Başakşehir 16 points, and Samsunspor also 16 points. They're on the bottom of the barrel. You remember, Gençlerbirliği made a move. They are out of the danger zone, and also Kocaelispor right above the relegation zone. So those are the teams that are making comeback for it. Now, we come back to week 9, recap it for you, because I want to talk about more. The week 10 is coming up, and week 9, Beşiktaş lost, Fenerbahce won, Galatasaray and Trabzonspor all won, and Galatasaray beat Başakşehir 2-1, and in this match, Sane was the both goals scored in the 45th plus injury time, and the second one was scored at 61st minute. So Galatasaray keeps winning, and Fenerbahce somehow won it, and Talisca Asensio scored a goal, and they beat Fatih Karagümrük. Beşiktaş at home lost to newcomer and Gençlerbirliği. This was their second winning match for Gençlerbirliği. Beşiktaş lost this match while they were winning 1-0. In 3 minutes, they got scored on by Gençlerbirliği. That is why I want to talk about the coach, Sergen Yalçın, and Beşiktaş. Beşiktaş, even though this past Wednesday they beat Konyaspor, but I think they're still having a problem with the team as playing on the pitch for full 90 minutes. Beşiktaş, that's why they're far away from the first place, and if winning this Wednesday match made it a little comfortable for Sergen Yalçın, but if he didn't win this match in Konya, things would have been different for him. So pretty much that is what I'm going to make it short. Week 9, there were 29 goals scored in the week 9. Pretty much, like I said, Kocaeli and Gençlerbirliği and Gaziantep and Göztepe are making comebacks in the Turkish Super League. Now, coming to a week 10, it's coming up this Friday, which is today. There will be only one match. Fatih Karagümrük will host Kayserispor. Fatih Karagümrük with 3 points, Kayserispor with 5 points. On Saturday, there are 2 matches. Kocaelispor with 8 points will host Alanyaspor, who has 11 points. Trabzonspor will be at home against Eyüpspor. Eyüpspor is in the relegation zone, looks like right now. Trabzon with 20 points. Sunday, there are 4 matches. Antalya will be at home against Başakşehir. Galatasaray will host Göztepe. This should be a very good match. Gençlerbirliği will be at home against Konyaspor. Kasımpaşa will be at home against Başakşehir. On Monday, these 2 teams that played on Thursday in the European competitions, Fenerbahce will travel to Gaziantep. Gaziantep is with Burak Yilmaz, new coach, making waves in the Turkish Super League. This should be a very tough match. Gaziantep with 17 points and Fenerbahce with 19 points. Samsunspor will be at home against Rizespor. Samsunspor with 16 points and Rizespor with 9. Rizespor, after losing their last match against Trabzonspor, they should be looking for at least tie. Now, there's new coaches coming to the scene. Eyüpspor hired Orhan Ak. Antalyaspor hired Erol Bulut. I want to mention Arda Güler and Kenan Yıldız. They played against each other in the Champions League match. Arda Güler was the man of the match in this match. Congratulations to him. Kenan Yıldız played pretty good too, but Real Madrid won this match. Also mentioned, I mentioned that Burak Yilmaz should be the, I think, upcoming rising new rookie coach. Burak Yilmaz with Gaziantep. He took this team with 0 points. Right now, they are in the standings in the 4th place with 17 points. So congratulations to him too. Also, pretty much, I think we covered the leading goal scorer in the Turkish Super League. Trabzonspor Onaçu with 7 goals. Icardi, even though he does not start for Galatasaray much, Icardi has 5 goals, and Rafa Silva with 5 goals also. So pretty much this is it. and we'll talk to you after Week 10 matches. We'll come back, recap it, the Week 10 for you. This is my podcast, Turkish Football Podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Listen to my podcast. Wherever you listen to your podcast, also tell your friend about Turkish Football Podcast, because this is the only podcast talks about not only individual one team. We talk about all the Turkish football teams in